I'm Tracy, and if this is your first time here, let me introduce myself. I am a IT professional, mother to 6, Nana to 12, and a few years back I purchased a Class B camper van I lovingly now call WhitsGetaway that has allowed us to adventure and explore, and well, it's a lot of fun just playing in the van itself. It's much like a small house where you're constantly wanting to make improvements and changes, and that is kind of the theme of today's video. So one Saturday morning, I got a burr up my rear end to go do some changes in the van, which resulted in quite a project. Sure enough, you're going to hear me in this video talk about the fact that we did a couple of fixes that probably are going to result in another one also needing done. And sure enough, after this past weekend, yep, there's another improvement to be done. So have fun, enjoy this ridiculous little video. You'll notice at the beginning that I start off with lots of coffee energy, and things get a little slower as the day goes on. But it's a typical day in trying to make improvements to this little Class B van. I hope you enjoy this, and I will give you a little teaser. Our next theme is going to be all about the freedom that this van has provided me, both professionally and in our family life. So we love having you here and hope you'll continue to join us. It's 45 degrees outside, and I'm so tired of the cold. Climbed in the van, it was really cold, so I turned the furnace on. And I'm going to try to do some general cleanup, straighten up, and I really want to take off these hooks on the side of my kitchen. And I had this idea, I wanted to do it, and when I looked at them, well, let me just show you. This is kind of, I'm tearing everything apart, so it's a mess in here. But anyway, you can kind of see that the sink is recessed, right? So where the drawer then tucks in, there are these stupid hooks. This grab handle, I want it off also, but these hooks are just, they're worthless. They've always been worthless. I tried to put on these other ones and they ended up peeling off. It's just a mess, and I want this stuff cleaned up. And so I had the idea to do it, but then with the recessed sink, I've kind of lost my nerve because you can't get to them. Well, thank you, Bob and Hillary. Watched Bob do the same thing this morning on his YouTube channel. And so he gave me the confidence it really can be done. There's room to get in there. You just need the right tools to get back in there, and it actually can be taken off. So that's what I'm going to work on. Yeah, so the van is all torn apart as I have things out of cabinets and drawers and everything else. But yet another little tiny thing that I'm going to get resolved. Also, another thing. I was so proud of myself several weeks ago because I was doing several chores in here, just tightening some things up, and I had fixed this little valance here that's on the window. I had fixed it, and I thought I had it all like taken care of. Well, as you can see, not so much. I think really I'm just gonna trash it. I'm just gonna get rid of it. I tore them off back in the bedrooms for insulated window covers. I don't know. It's not worth it. I'm just gonna get rid of that. So that's going to go. I'm going to try to get rid of those hooks. One of the makeshift magnets that I put on my drawer is no longer sticking to the drawer, so I need to screw in some screws to take care of that, fix that. And then general, it's just, I mean, the truth of little tiny space, right? Like all of this stuff. It's just kind of a mess in here right now. And so I need to do just some general cleanup. This is like my electronics cabinet, and I keep the solar cables for my Jackery and extra extension cords and stuff and everything up in there. And of course, this is where all the TV cords are. This is where I plug in the Starlink. This cabinet gets to be a real mess. So that's, yeah, I've started taking everything out of there to kind of clean that up as well. It is super, super windy outside. Couldn't be a better day to be inside. The furnace is running and it's getting very nice and toasty in here. That makes me very happy. And Riley joined me. Say hi. And so she's just hanging out here with me. We're staying warm. We're going to get some things done. And I'll check in with you later. Okay. Scott had one of these little tiny tools in there. It's perfect. Oh, these little tiny things like make me so happy when I get things cleaned up in the van. Let me show you what we've got going on here, all right? So we've got this going on back here. Those little hooks are on little screws, and then there's other little bolts back there for the grab handle that I don't want. We're gonna get rid of all of that stuff really quick, and it's gonna be so much easier than I thought. I'm so excited to get it done. All right, let's get to it. All right. The only problem is it's gonna leave a great big hole in the wall over here, but maybe we'll just find something decorative to put on top of it, or maybe I'll put some of my Sylvie stuff on top of it. Sylvie stuff is awesome. One down, one to go. Challenge, that's for sure. Not gonna come down easy. Ah, we're getting somewhere. And by the way, the furnace, the Truma furnace in this bad boy, it works. Suddenly, it's gotten very toasty in here, and I'm gonna have to turn it down. Yeah! Alright, the handle is off. Let's see what kind of damage it is. Oh yeah, big old holes. Maybe put some of the magnetic things over the top of it. Yeah. So this is what it looks like right now. This is where that grab handle was that I just took off. Next job is we're going to take these off. And I'll probably go ahead and get these command strips off. Try not to rip off the cheap wallpaper crap that's on here in the process. Then we'll come up with some other ideas about how we want to outfit this general area. But it'll be clean, and we can make the decisions we want to make. So there you go. And here we go. We will now work on those little stupid hangers. Awesome. I gotta get one of these tools in the van. This thing, I don't know where Scott got this, but I have to have one of these in this van for these little areas. This is perfect. Definitely is a challenge in these little teeny tiny tight spaces to get a hold of this stuff. One down. More parts tucked in my basket. All right. We're getting there. This bottom one, something's a little bit hinky with this one. It's giving me problems. All right. 3 down, 1 to go. We got it. Ha ha ha. All right. 2 thumbs way up. What do we have left? Oh yeah, we gotta take off these other little guys that are still hanging out. And we've got a whole bunch of holes. So I'll figure out how I'm going to fix that or cover it or whatever. But good stuff. Now I can put an actual, maybe trash hooks, or the sky's the limit, honestly, with the magnetic technology that everything is going to now. The Silly products I have some Silly jars and salt and pepper grinders hanging there, and they're hanging there on a magnetic bar. Just really ingenious stuff that the RV and boating market, marine market have come out with. Yeah, just to be able to keep things still while you're in motion. I'll probably just kind of try to use some of that here to cover up some of these holes I've created. For probably as long as I've owned this van, the bottom drawer has been broken. It just came out of the slides and it's just been broken. So, since I am on a tear today on just fixing things, I decided that I'm going to order new slides from our friendly Home Depot and go pick those up and see what we can do about getting these drawers fixed. Hey, why not? At this point, this van is trashed. I ripped stuff out of my junk drawers in the back, the drill's out and all over the place. I've got pieces, parts of everything everywhere. The upper cabinet's half empty, that needs desperately reorganized. Yeah, I've made a mess today. But that's okay, because that means that once it's all done, it's going to look fantastic. Yeah, and I'll know where stuff is, and every now and then doing a great big purge in a space this small is a really good idea. You know, one of those, if you haven't used it in 6 months, maybe you don't need it. Yeah, you might need to go more like a year in a van, because I don't live in the van, right? It's just my adventure vehicle. So maybe if I don't use it in a year, then it's a candidate for being launched. I've ordered the new drawer slides. I think Scott's going to pick those up for me. In the meantime, while I'm waiting, I think I'll just crank up the country music and do some cleaning. Let's get to it. Okay, so as is typically the case with any type of project like this, the brackets I got didn't have everything that I need, or the slides I got didn't have everything I need. So here we are running now to Lowe's to grab some brackets that hopefully will work so that we can get these slides fixed. My husband loves it when I start these projects and tear crap apart.
No, I don't.
Success. Now to go home and make them work. Let the fun begin. Woohoo! Junk! I swear, it looks like they just chose whatever screws they could find at the time to screw this stuff in. Like, they don't even match. I mean, look at this. It's a little teeny tiny screw. Like, what is that supposed to hold? Oh, for flimsies. Blah. And the funny thing is, I'm going to do 2 of the drawers, and then eventually we'll have to do the 3rd one. Woo! Okie dokie. All right, so we will need to take the drawer slide out. Oh boy. You know what? We should put these on the drawers and then disconnect. All right. Now we got to figure out how to put these back on.
Did you want to put that, or no? You want to
Well,
leave
we're
that
gonna
alone?
have to have this off to put it back in the thing, though.
You can have an adult.
Beautiful.
You can have an adult channel version.
All right.
Now is that the That's the bottom drawer. Which one's which?
That is the bottom drawer.
That's what I said. Which one's which? Is that the bottom?
Yes. I didn't even realize they were a different size.
Yeah.
Yes, we just did the bottom. Which, that's going to be the more difficult one. So, yeah, that's the next thing we do is get the bracket. This is going to be fun.
Yeah, it's definitely only room for one person.
Oh, yeah. I just wanted it to be you, not me. There is no room to work down here at all.
Is the clamp working to hold it where you want? We could always try to roll up some duct tape, stick it to the back of it to hold it in place if that frees up a hand.
I'm less confident in this bracket now.
Oh no, the one you're working on?
Oh, shit. These aren't long enough to mount to the outer wall. There's nothing to mount them to.
Oh, it doesn't reach?
Nope.
Oh man.
It just barely sits on the edge, but there's nothing to connect it to. We're back to needing 2x4s, 1x1s, something to attach this. That's gonna pull right out of there. This isn't gonna work at all. This is why that drawer was broken in the first place.
Which is?
I mounted the bracket where they had the bracket mounted, but that doesn't align to the opening of the wall, and that's why this has been on a twist since day one. Yep, that's exactly how this thing broke in the first place. I gotta take that bracket back off and mount it properly. Did you bring tape out?
Yeah, it's right here.
Jiminy Christmas!
Good luck doing that left-handed.
Yep. Okay, I don't see this happening.
Can I do it for you?
I don't know. So here's my concern right now, just to kind of level set. So there's nothing to hold this actually into this bracket at this point. I mean, I guess there are ridges. It does wrap around it a little bit. But yeah, we got to find a way. How's it going?
Don't have enough hands to hold everything that needs held.
Hey, there are screws in here. Shoot! I must have accidentally thrown them away. Yep, sure did. There are absolutely screws in here.
day is complete. I'm a little disheveled, if you can't tell. And Lily really wants attention. And the drawers are fixed. I'm very excited about this. The bottom drawer in that van has been broken as long as I think we've had it. It broke very, very early on. And I've just put up with it. And so this is super exciting. We replaced the slides on the top and bottom drawer. The middle drawer is still okay. So we left it. Yeah, I've got fixed drawers. I've got wires cleaned up. I've got a very impatient dog. I've got wires cleaned up in my media cabinet. I have the grab handle and those hooks that were worthless gone. It's been a really productive day. And now it's time just to relax.
Hey, just one more thank you for joining me on this little adventure. Pretty common for when I decide to start tackling projects in the van, and usually end up with a pretty satisfying outcome. Coming next is going to be a quick video around just the freedoms that Class B vans provide. It might get a little personal. I think I want my viewers to understand just exactly what this van can mean to those of us who may have a few challenges around traveling. And then I also get this week to take the van back to my friends at Site 7 and get that wish list tackled. I'm super excited to have those completed, and I'll share those with you in a later video. Again, thanks, and have fun in your adventures. Bye-bye.